Robin Levy, and I'm from Bedminster. Good grief, you guys, there's so much to talk about, right? There's so many things. First, I want to start this conversation because I feel like as Democrats, we've been hijacked in terms of not being patriotic, not being interested in our history, not being, good soldiers. Well, I come from a military family, right? That's defended this country, just like many of you, I'm sure. So I'm going to start that way because I do think that civics and history is really important. But I think it's important to understand that this country is fabulous in so many ways, but it also is terrible in some ways. And in our history, there have been things that have happened that we cannot ignore. And Hillsdale's curriculum, and I'm assuming then Vermillion, because they're really, as it's been said, a straight line between the two of them, is going to take that away from our children, that understanding of who we are as a culture and a country. Because how can you talk about how fabulous we are? We're so wonderful. We're so giving. We're so loving. We are. But we also enslaved millions and millions of people. We also interred Japanese American citizens during the Second World War. There's a lot of things that we've done. And if we don't give an even hand to this, our children are not going to understand our history. Vermillion, I'm assuming, because there's so little to know, there's nothing on his website. Jordan Adams has given us no information on who he is, really, and what he's interested in, right? I'm going to take my glasses off because I put them on. I want to understand what other people were looked at, what other companies were looked at for consulting. This is the first time I've ever seen one company go out, well, we're going to pay them whatever we're going to pay them, because we have no idea, do we? Do we have any idea how much this is going to cost, right? Everything else has to go out to bid over a certain very small dollar amount, but not this. And why, if you're trying to get ideology out of our curriculum, why in heaven's name would you pick someone with connections to a nationalistic Christian university? It's absurd, really. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. And on top of that, I feel like there are 5 individuals up there on that stage that are holding us all hostage. And I think it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Not to mention that we are bleeding teachers. And if Mr. Adams is involved with hiring teachers and hiring administrators, we are in big, big trouble. Thank you.